Okay, some things to watch out for with this chamber is we made all 4 of these CEV presses using the same kind of jig. Actually, that one used a different one. And I think it was slightly bigger than the tubing is supposed to be 12 inches. All of them ended up being pretty much exactly 12 and an eighth, which meant that the press foot we cut, which is right in here, was about 1/8 of an inch too small on everything. So once it was in place, Martin realized it was going to be problematic and not
Okay,
compressing.
so what you see is, if you see that piece of light there, that's an example of the gap around the chamber. Yep, so we fixed it by welding a bead upon that.
Yeah, and that was a major pain. You don't want to have to do that. So when you're building it, you want to check and make sure it's completely snug in there. If it's not, you're going to have a problem later. So
just quality control on the bricks, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, step 2, what about the cylinder spacers?
The cylinder spacers, do you mean these ones or the other ones?
These here need to be corrected. That's a space there that if the cylinder tops out and presses the brick, there's going to be a little bit of soil slipping out of there. That's got to be even. We're going to fix that. So the deal is, don't weld these beforehand, before the frame stretches. Do those after. Maybe tack them first, and then when you're ready to go to the final arrangement and fitting of the drawer and this spacing here, then you can do them. The point is that this piece here, the front and back chamber plates, have big holes. Below those nuts are 1-inch holes, so they can be adjusted up and down slightly as needed to make the drawer fit in perfectly. So watch out for the pressing chamber spacers being up to the correct level. And the third point of caution is for the cylinder adjusters. We had an issue on this one, where this one here was a little too far in, so it was pushing in on the cylinder because this, as it got welded, when this got welded, it actually ended up pointing in too much. It got bent. So be careful when welding, whether you have the bind of the welder or you have not a flat surface to weld on. Make sure this is even with the back of this chamber closure plate here, so that if this is pushing against the side too much, you're going to be abrading the press foot, so you don't want to do that. Be careful about that. So 3 things to watch out for.